Okay, we're good. Red's good.
All right, cool.
Clock, stick, and videos roll. They're all set.
All right, game time.
Fire away.
Come in.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. And yourself?
Doing well.
Zachary Ruman with Tom James Company.
Nice to meet you, man.
Mind if I have a
Alex
seat?
Grimmer, yeah, go ahead. How's the day going?
Honestly, it's been pretty busy, but I'm glad it's coming to an end. How about you?
It's crazy, man. I mean, working in a law firm, it never stops. So.
I definitely heard a lot of great things about you. You did really well in Harvard, and overall, your father said you were pretty much a star.
He likes to say that, yeah. I try not to build him up too much, but yeah, he's a good guy. We're two different characters, though. He's been doing a lot of sales stuff for a while, so. But yeah, man, it's a fun life. Harvard was everything everyone says it is.
Understandable. How's life been since college?
Busy. I really don't have much time. I mean, this is the time you kind of put your grunt work in, and you kind of just push, and keep going, and yeah. So.
I would like to give you my business card, of course.
Oh, perfect. Thanks.
Gives you all my contact information, so after this meeting, feel free to contact me.
Appreciate it, Zach. This is a cool business card, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Put a little more effort into it than I
A little pizzazz, yeah.
You try. Do you want to take some notes?
Yeah, feel free to, man.
Perfect.
As you can tell, there's tons of papers around here anyways.
It's all good. And just to confirm, we still have 20 minutes for today. Is that all right?
Yeah, 20 minutes is good.
Perfect. Now, I heard a little bit about your clothing style from your dad, and you said you're kind of different people. How would you describe it?
I mean, I'm kind of efficient, I would say, with my clothing. I'm more comfortable and just something that's gonna fit and last, because I beat the crap out of them, to be honest. I mean, getting in and out of cars, I'm at meetings, I go from a meeting, I'm at a cocktail hour, I go from a cocktail hour, I go to another meeting, and from there I'm back to the office, and it just always gets beat up. So I buy things that are literally, it just fits the mold, and it's comfortable and it works.
Okay.
So I'm not fashion forward like my father, I'll tell you that.
It's not a problem. Everyone at Tom James here, we have modern styles to gentleman styles, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
It's your style at the end of the day. You want it to fit how you want it to fit, and you want your style to represent you.
Yeah, definitely.
So you had mentioned something about how your suits pretty much just get beat up. How many suits do you have that, I guess, and how long do they last?
Yeah, I mean, I wear about 4 suits right now, I would say, and I rotate them, and on Fridays we do casual, so I just toss a blazer on and maybe some jeans, and the blazer's a suit coat, so it's not even technically a blazer, I guess, if you want to say that. But yeah, I mean, I really I think I have 4, and I might just only wear 3 of them now that I think about it, now that you asked that. So, and they last maybe a year at most.
Wow.
That's why I beat them up. At Harvard, we used to have a joke that if you didn't have wear marks on your suit, then you didn't go to school long enough. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. So it definitely, so a year. Yeah, crazy. I know.
So you said 4 suits, but really 3. I'm guessing you don't like one of them. Almost.
Yeah, it just it just doesn't fit right. And I tried someone different, and I just didn't like it, and now I just sits in the closet.
I hate when that happens. Literally, you look at the money you just wasted on the closet rack, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I mean, it just sits there, and I'll wear it on special occasions or something like that, but I really I stick to what I know and keep it easy, yeah.
Do you typically have problems with fit when you're looking at suits?
Not really. I mean, it's, for me, I don't have many issues with fit. A little bit of tailoring every time, but nothing too crazy.
Understandable. Now, with those 4 suits, what colors do you have right now? Because normally we have a staple of about 4 ourselves.
2 black and a navy, as you can see.
I noticed.
And the other one's it's just gray, or like, I don't know what you guys call it or whatever.
Charcoal gray, all works the same.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's still gray.
Yeah, people spell it Gray, Grey, who cares? It's a suit.
Understandable. Now, I'd love to check something just to see, compared to my clients that I use right now, these are 4 things that they normally sort of use Tom James about. Either the time is convenient for them. As you said, you're working probably, almost sounds like 70 hours a week. And
if before the weekend.
Oh, of course. You probably take your work home.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't stop. Yeah. I mean, this meeting right now, it's kind of nice to be able to step away.
I'm glad to be your person to step away.
But yeah.
So timing sounds like an issue for you.
Mhm.
Fit, we confirmed, wasn't. Do you normally have problems with either your selection or your matching? Some people aren't the biggest expert, just like I wouldn't go and try to represent myself in court.
Yeah.
You're the expert, I'm the expert in fashion, you're the expert in law.
Yeah. So for me, convenience that is really a big thing. I need to save time because I mean it's really. I mean, it's not. You need to have. I've seen in this industry now that you need to have nice clothes or present yourself well. I just don't have time to do it. Selection. I mean, for me on the selection side. Really comes down to just getting a good deal. I know I came from Harvard, everyone thinks I make a lot of money, but so does a lot of loans, and that stuff comes from. So I'm not ready to spend thousands of dollars, but a good buy would be a good thing. And then expertise. I mean, that's another thing I was going to ask you at some point is who else. I know you work around the office. Who else in the office have you worked with that uses your suit set? What did you say, Tom James?
Yeah, Tom James.
Yeah, okay.
So actually, when you referred us, I was just coming over to see my other client, Jared.
Okay.
He's one of, I think, what do you lawyers call it? Named partners, I guess
Yeah.
you'd say.
Mhm.
And he's been a client of ours for 3 years, almost 4 coming up.
Jared, is it Jared Myers?
Jared Myers.
Yeah, he always looks fresh.
He does. Honestly, we were very happy to grab him as a client, and when I heard you were also in the business or in the industry almost, I jumped right on the occasion. So we do work with a number of your people in your office, I guess you could say. And of course, as lawyers, I mean, you got to be looking good all the time.
Yeah.
You're up and coming. You're gonna, from what I hear, you're gonna take roles that are far past where you're at, I guess, expertise-wise. So at the end of the day, you want to look the part that you're that expert lawyer that they think you're going to be.
Yeah.
So you said that time and convenience are something you really wish that happened with clothing. What has sort of happened that you've realized you haven't had the best experience with? Is it just too long of a time?
Yeah, I just hate that. I mean, every place you go to, you have tons of stores. I don't want to take the time to go look to see everything's a little bit different cut. I'd rather just know what I need, and that I do that all the time. If I find something that fits, I buy it multiple times.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, personally, when you're looking at measurements, a department store might do 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And by the time you pick it up, wear it, you realize one arm was like 3 inches shorter, and all of a sudden it's like...
It's all changed, man. It's all changed, yeah.
It's definitely a thing I've noticed in department stores.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things about Tom James is a reason a lot of companies use it, is we come to you. And I'll show you that in a few minutes where just having it at your place, but also your measurements are good. And once we have those measurements, all 31, so you know every part of your body, if one arm's longer than the other, as one of my clients knows.
Left arm's actually longer than the other.
I'm my right one myself,
Okay.
so
Nice.
I definitely agree.
Okay.
We spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I drop off your clothes, see if you want anything else to fit in your wardrobe, and our suits typically last, our average is about 10 years, so that's already probably 10 times as much as you
I
guys
hope to be
do.
retired by then.
Oh, of course, we got millions of dollars for that.
Yeah.
But it sounds like there is a need for our suits, and I'd love to show you a bit about our product. Do you mind if I continue?
Yeah, feel free.
Perfect. So how familiar are you with Tom James? I know your dad's a client, but that doesn't mean you're familiar with
Yeah, my dad's told me about it, and that's why I asked if there's anyone in the office, because I really haven't seen anyone or talked to anyone about it.
Yeah.
Fashion isn't my thing.
I mean, you're too busy going to cocktail parties. There's no reason to get invested in it.
Yeah, it's a lot of time with the clients. Buying suits doesn't make me money. Being with the clients does. So.
Understandable. I mean, looking that part when you go to a client probably would help a little bit. I mean, knowing that you look the part, you present the part, are probably the go-getter two hit blow, I guess you could say. So this is Tom James, and I just want to show you a little bit about our company.
Okay.
So we were founded about 50 years ago, and as of now, we're in 100 different locations all across the world. And so no matter where you go, if you stay here, you go up to Chicago, if you go to California, we'll have someone to address your concerns and just make sure that you're always looking as fresh as you can be.
Perfect.
Moving forward, you said you always wanted to be your look. You wanted to make sure that it fits, and overall, it's all about you.
Yeah, I want like versatility, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because I always look the same. So, and I'm a young guy trying to find a girlfriend or someone to get married within the 30 minutes I have open every single week, you know. But for me, yeah, that's a big, like, the versatility, like, something that, I don't know, maybe, like, do you guys recommend? I mean, I guess at some point you'd probably
Yeah.
recommend.
I have a few recommendations I do, but if
Okay.
you want to go out there on a style basis, I have people that are wearing purple suits, they're wearing green suits,
No,
whatever.
don't do that to me.
I'm all like,
Okay.
but whatever your style is, and
Yeah.
whatever your concerns are,
Mhm.
we try to adjust it. If you want to try something, I'll show you a swatch of it, and we'll see if that's a fit that you want to go with.
Okay, perfect.
So moving forward, you have that convenience because
Mhm.
you said you have 20 minutes maybe in the day,
Yeah.
like right now. We want to be able to get in there, get out, know your measurements, know everything. And personally, I'm your expertise or your expert at that end of the day, so that we're not wasting any time. Your time's valuable, my time's valuable,
Mhm.
and you want to make sure that the products we're aligning to you are distinct. They're you,
Yeah.
and overall they fit.
Definitely. Okay.
So everything sounded good so far?
yeah,
Perfect.
definitely.
And then finally, it's just our guarantee. You said you beat up suits. Sometimes your buttons might fall off. Sometimes your lapels or your lapels might come undone.
Mhm.
Whatever the case may be, if that ever does happen, we'll fix it up, no free of charge. If you gain a few pounds on the
Hey,
outside,
always grabbing LBs these days, man. They keep sneak up on me.
all of a sudden you hit the gym once and it's all
Yeah.
back. I
Yeah.
understand completely. So I'd love to show you a little bit more about our product and see if there is just what we have today. How
Yeah.
much were you spending on suits, by the way?
They're around, like, I mean, I went to Joseph A. Bank,
Mhm.
so they're like, what, 3 for 600, 700, and I do that every year.
Okay, so about $250 each with the tailoring, of course. It sounds like.
Yeah, so $60 on top for the
Okay.
tailoring, so yeah,
So-
another 180 on top of it.
Okay, 250, so 750 a year almost, and your suits, you're just running that money out, and like you said, you have loans, you have everything that's pretty much taking away from your money.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we want to do our tailoring today, or your measurements, because it does take about 15 minutes. I want to be conscientious of your time.
Yeah, I got about
But-
10 minutes before till my next meeting.
Wonderful. So, I'd love to show you the products we have today and see if it's a fit for you. So,
Okay.
I currently wear the middle one, and that's about a $1,200 suit. But personally, for you coming into the industry, I wouldn't push you any further than the first two. And this just shows you the amount of, what's it called? What's the word for it? We hand sew everything.
Okay.
And these over here, if it's a concern for you, is 60 to 100, of course, so 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And at the end of the day, you just want it to feel like you're wearing silk pajamas.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with a price, though. I mean, it's pretty pricey. I mean,
I mean, we're not trying to buy you 6 suits today. I mean, I would never do that.
Yeah.
And eventually I want to build your wardrobe up.
Okay.
But this isn't a relationship that we're going to just have today and then end tomorrow. It's something that I feel like we'll build on.
Mhm.
And as you start growing up, we're not preparing you for life right now. These suits are here for you. So in 3, 4, or 5 years, you look the part, you feel the part, and overall,
still got them.
you're confident about what you're
Okay.
wearing.
I mean, do you really think I need more clothes, though, out of 4 suits? I mean,
Well, you're down to 3 suits, as you mentioned.
yeah, technically, yeah.
You have 2 black ones, so you're probably looking black, blue every time. So
Mm-hmm.
you're overall not differentiating yourself a lot, and at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you represent yourself. If we do 1 suit now to replace the gray one,
Mhm.
and then maybe a year or 2 from now, if you love the suit, it takes a little while, we have your fit, we move
Yeah.
forward, hey, maybe another suit, a navy pinstripe, maybe your name's on the inside or something.
Okay.
Overall, it's something that we'll address as we get there, but I'm your personal consultant, so.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, one thing too, you said we need to do measurements at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know how comfortable I feel about having people come into the office. This is the first time I've ever had an outside of an actual client come into the office. Do you have to meet me at my office?
You actually don't. You could come to my office. I can meet you at your home if that makes you much more comfortable.
Okay.
I do have a lot of clients that they're coming home from work. They say, I'll be back at 6:30.
Yeah.
Meet me there.
So you do late night if.
If you want it, I'll be there for you. I'm your
Okay,
person.
cool. I like that because I'm one of those people. I'm not too flashy, as we've already
Mhm.
talked, and I don't want someone sitting in my lobby asking and they're going, "What is that guy doing here?"
Mhm.
We already have enough hot shots around here. I don't want people thinking that I'm one of them. So that's cool. And then a quick thing too, with your clothes, I do all my laundry.
Yeah.
Is it something? I know you got to dry clean suits and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but I mean shirts and things like that get my interest too.
Yeah.
Can I wash those shirts? Do I have to dry clean them?
We typically have our clients dry clean them.
Okay.
And with the suits, normally you're probably going to wear it once a week, maybe twice a week at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
over the course of a year, we'll probably have you dry clean it maybe once. It's not a suit that really needs that dry cleaning because as
Okay.
long as you air it out,
Yeah.
you're able to continue wearing it, and it doesn't need it unless, of course, you spill spaghetti sauce on yourself or
Hey,
a drink.
I've done that plenty of times. Drinks bumped into me, tossed on me. Yeah.
100%. So with the shirts and everything that we'll move into next time,
Mm-hmm.
it's something we would prefer you dry clean it just because at the end of the day we want it to withstand that really good quality.
Okay. Perfect.
So I'd love to set up some time to do your measurements next week.
My quick question: What does my dad buy from you?
What
I
is-
mean, because I haven't seen really what he's been buying lately, and the last thing I want to do is look exactly like him. I love the guy to death, but I don't
Mhm.
want to look like a 60-year-old man that's trying to be fashion forward.
no,
Does that make sense?
100%. A lot of our clients actually, as they get older, some of them want to look younger. I guess you could say you want to be established. You want to get that look.
Yeah, I want to fit in with the partners because they are 20 years ahead of me. But is that something too? Like, if you have some of our partners that you know where you're getting them, like, is that something that I don't know if that's
make you look
information I can't take?
No, you can look exactly the same way. You can.
Okay.
We take photos. We do everything. So at the end of the day, it's your suit. If you want whatever you want on it,
Yeah.
we'll make sure it's customized. The buttons, the label, the lapels, whatever
Okay.
the case may be. It's all your suit. If you want it to look like it's for someone that's 20 years older than you,
Yeah.
or like your
You
dad
can
where
do
it
that?
looks very modern,
Okay.
you can do that.
So, I'm just trying to recap on this. So you said you could build out my wardrobe in a slow process. You help me out. You're not going to disappear on me.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you're there.
Mhm.
We already know Jared's using Tom James.
Yes.
So that's someone that I can go out and chat with after
100%.
this. He's one of yours.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I don't ever have to go shopping.
No. And from now on, if you ever want a piece of clothing, I'll have your measurements. I'll have everything. I'll give you some recommendations that might go with your new charcoal suit.
Okay.
But overall, I can take care of everything. Like we say at Tom James, we have everything from socks to tuxedos.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
whatever the case may be, we have you controlled. And I mean,
Are you going to badger me every single week about new specials that come in? Or are you going to call me every month and say, hey, I want you to buy this, buy this?
no, it's pretty much your convenience. If you feel like you're in the industry for something else, I'll probably reach out to you every 3 months. We'll have to talk in 2 weeks or 2 months
Mhm.
because that's how long it takes to make, about 8 weeks.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I'm here because you want me to be here,
Mhm.
and I'll be here as much as you want me to be here.
Okay. And then do you have okay, I saw suits on there. Is there anything that I could do shirts with it or anything like that? Or do I have to buy everything by itself a la carte?
No, you can do. I'd love to put you in a sort of one of our packages, which is 2 shirts, a suit, and a tie actually for a little bit more money. But the shirts are really great quality, and at the end of the day, you'll know you're wearing a Tom James shirt and the suit
Yeah.
by the time you button up the 3rd button. But I'd love to get that going for the next time, just to make sure we're
Okay.
conscientious of your time. I know I don't want you to run into your next meeting and give you a little bit more on your calendar.
Yeah. So what I'll do is on the way out, talk with Alicia. She has my calendar.
Mhm.
We'll set something up. It won't be here, like I said.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there days that
Tuesday
prefer?
or preferably, I mean, if Tuesday nights works for you, I can do
Okay.
normally Tuesday, Thursday is my better time.
Okay. Let's try to do a Thursday night. So on your way out, tell Alicia
Yeah.
that I said find something after we do our court runs on Thursday. So it'd probably be like a 7 p.m.
Okay.
And we could do that. Yeah, I think it's something that could help out if we can get the right price on it and the right value behind it.
Wonderful. I just to get back to my boss, I'd love for you to just sign this. That once we come back together, it gets the paperwork going and overall.
So what is this? It's just a
it's
meeting.
just it's just saying you're going to a meeting and we'll be buying clothing after this. So I appreciate the time and I look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me stop this for you.
Sure, that'd be wonderful.